Protoss vs Zerg, done the Quadrant. Not a late split. Regardless, Reddit Team League, round 4. We have a Protoss, illvm, versus the Zerg, Chompy in the bottom left. Vequeth, tell us about these players, tell us about the teams. What are we watching here?
Okay, the Protoss is on Gaea, so I guess that's Gaea, or something like that. Who are a pretty good team, but they've had a lot of attendance issues lately. And they actually have Psy StarCraft on their team.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the Zerg is a proud member, I'm sure, of Team Zerg.
Team Zerg, I like that name.
Yeah.
We have Team Gaea versus Team Zerg.
It's ironic, really, because Team Zerg was just a response to Team Terran. Like, they had no intention of being called Team Zerg, but when they saw Team Terran, they're like, right, we're going to call ourselves Team Zerg. And they stuck with it, because they couldn't be bothered to think of a real name, I guess. Anyway.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Now, Chompy is actually the winner of... Was it? Yeah, it was this weekend just past Reddit Saturday Open. He actually played against me in the finals, and I played terribly. So he took it. I mean, I'm not trying to say that he played badly, but I mean, compared to my semi-finals games, it was just a foregone conclusion, really. And congrats to him on the win on that. So very good player, and I'd say definitely the favourite against illvm.
Alright. Hatch first, I very much like this EVP. Very tough to deal with, like it almost eliminates all zealot pressure. Not all of it, but it makes it way, way easier. It gives you a nice you have enough larva that you've got a bit of a cushion to kind of protect against zealot pressure. You can react. I don't know if Protoss is actually going to do any zealot pressure. It doesn't look like it. He 13 gated, it's on the high ground. He probably won't be that aggressive, but it's still nice to have. And even, yeah, when you don't see zealot aggression, you can just use that extra larva for drones. Get a faster queen out, or second queen. A lot of options off of hatch first.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm interested to know what Protoss's game plan here is. Oh, you've got a gas stall. That really forces Protoss's hand. I mean, I'm not sure most non-Protoss would realize this, but your units cost a lot of gas.
Tons.
Way more than you just can't get a sentry on one gas. Although if you do, you're just on so many zealots or cannons or nexus or whatever. But you're stuck with stalkers and zealots if you go 4-gate basically. Which, I mean, maybe Chompy's forcing the issue. I mean, this is a big drone transfer here. Which I kind of like actually on this map, because I think he's preparing to put down spine crawlers in case it's a 4-gate. But it's not, it's a fast robo.
It's interesting, off the one gas, which he's not really working on, he's just letting it sit there. I'd at least like to see maybe 4 probes on it, but he's going to have a really tough time getting any kind of tech units out. The robotic support is very expensive, immortals are expensive, obs are expensive. That's just a lot of gas. I think, as you said, something like a zealot heavy 4-gate is kind of the most likely follow-up I see when a Protoss gets his gas stolen, especially in this matchup. If things had gone differently, I could see an expand build off of 1 gas. But now I guess we'll see what he can do with the robo. His minerals are kind of getting up there. I'd like to see a couple of gates go down, which he's towards. He's up to 2 gates now. Warp gate's about halfway done. Zerg, he's gonna want to move this overload in soon-ish. I don't know, I'd like to see an overload in the back. Like, again, we discussed this on the Steps game. Protoss is either going to expand or do a crazy 1-base thing. And it is absolutely imperative. Like, you cannot win, I guess it's a coin flip, really, if you don't scout what they're doing. The responses to each are just wildly, wildly different. And, wow, this is a cool build by Zerg. He's just getting his gas now. He's got 4 queens up. He's going to be invincible against Void Rays. And he's just got a ton of drones. Those queens are really he's going to get a really good creep spread. He's going to have a transfuse or 2 in case when the first push comes. His tech is going to be a bit late, but he's got just a booming economy right now. He's already 6 workers ahead. He's building even more. Look at that, 6 workers on the way.
Yeah, just look at the harvester count. I mean, it's already 10 ahead. And look at the income.
Oh! 16 workers ahead. He can afford to drop like 1 million spines now. This is really smart play.
And he has the transfuse for it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of forgot to mention the fact that Chompy is like, I don't know, a 1500 in ladder. But, you know, he's a very accomplished player and he's played a lot. So he knows what he's doing. So this is very interesting. I mean, look at this creep spared. I'm pretty much loving this. I mean, speed is just going up. He's 20 workers ahead. I mean...
He did just miss the scout. He doesn't know what's coming, but at this point, does it matter? I shouldn't like call it right now, but he is in a massively dominant position.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing, like, normally you'd be saying this after a Terran has just done Banshee damage or something, but when one party is... He's at double the income, because he's actually saturated. Anyway, here's the push. This has to do so much
4 queens, a couple spines, good number of lings. He's going to be rallying a lot of lings. Those build quite quickly. 24 game seconds. More spines going up. Ooh, pretty good force field. So lings are kind of bumbling around. Drones are getting pulled. Queens are here. If this
there's so many
like
drones,
kill
you can't
him,
actually kill the drones.
Wow.
There's just so many.
That is unreal. This was a very smart play by Chompy. Tons of spines going up. Look at that. Protoss has got to run home.
I mean,
counts
honestly,
48 to 30.
I never thought I'd see the day where like the amount of drones you had at the base was actually a threat, so you can just spam econ and just use it later.
Look at this, he even has a spore crawler for DTs. He is prepped for like anything. He doesn't even have a lair. This is a really cool build. I like want to steal this. It's too bad I don't play Zerg on ladder anymore.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. What could this be?
Protoss just has to like build an Nexus.
But I mean, these speedlings, like, I think, could be poking around to see, you know, he must be thinking Protoss is doing something. Like, if you steal a Protoss's gas, you just need to be watching their expansion for that fast expand. It's kind of like PvP. Like, lots of people will BM you, like, if you 4-gate in a PvP, like, off one gas. But if they steal your gas, and you 4-gate, then you're an idiot for not expecting it to come. And it's kind of the same in CVP. I mean, okay, you're not an idiot, but I'm sure you're a very nice guy. But
yes,
it's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Chompy's very nice play. illvm, he's got some sentries for some force fields. They're really going to come into play here. And see what happens.
Ooh, not very well placed.
Wow, they were...
Good, but
yeah, 3?
Perhaps a misclick, perhaps nerves.
Misclick, yeah.
And Chompy actually has too much money right now. He's getting the 3rd hatchery up because he can't spend this all. He has the lair up, he's got the roach tech. Is the Evo doing anything? Wow, he already has Carapace 1. A very smart play from Chompy. Look at this, he's got like 3 transfuses now. Man, he's in good shape.
Look at the supply difference.
Yeah.
77 to 117. I mean, actually, this is kind of relevant to my game 1 against Chompy. It was on the new 2v2 map. What's it called? Like Shakuras Ravine or something?
Shakuras Plateau. I like that map.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I fast expanded and I pushed, but I pushed so late that ultras were out and he just had this ridiculous economy. But, I mean, this guy knows how to macro. And this is the kind of thing where if you let them do it, he's just going to explode. I mean, look at this. He's approaching 136. And he has 1,000 minerals in the bank. So, really, the only reason he's not at maxed is because he doesn't have the love for it yet.
Like, look at these. This saturation is just unreal. How often do you see this kind of saturation on a 2-base Zerg?
And he could transfer it, actually, but yeah.
illvm has just got to be thinking to himself, man, I'm in trouble. He's even got the changeling here. Look at that. He sees everything.
Where's the change going to be?
Right
in his army. That's so nice. Look at, he's actually gonna creep right into Protoss's base.
Man, what little known fact, or kind of known fact, if you have multiple creep tumors in the same proximity, they'll actually spread that much faster. Now there are a lot of immortals here for the roaches, and a couple good force fields could do. Wow, very nice force fields. Zerg has to pull back. Wow, those were some better force fields.
But he's actually out of energy now.
Yeah. It would have been better if they had trapped some Zerg units so we could have gotten some kills. This is going to be very hard
this
defense.
Colossi is about to come out. This could be a clutch timing right now. But Zerg, ooh, is he going to push? I mean, he's
Look at this creep.
This is kind of, this is like, what's it called when you build a command center when someone else is natural?
BM?
Oh no. Forward, I don't know. Changeling dies, here we go, this is going to be the push.
Look how
What's with the
they're-
queens here? Yeah.
They're transfusing and spreading
okay.
creep.
Oh yeah, they're spreading the creep.
Look at that roach count. Immortals try to deal damage. They are very good against armored units, but there are just way too many.
Look at how many roaches there are.
Look at that, he's just surrounded. Wow, focusing the Colossus down at one move, he almost kills it. Man, that's tough.
This, you know, you can't fault Chompy for his macro. This was very well played.
Yeah. Just a dominant, like, abusive, exploitative build from Chompy, and it worked out. I'm very impressed with Chompy. Splitting his army, killing the Colo, killing the natural. Good game.